Today's ASMR one card pull. I've pulled a card from the Gentle Tarot, so let's go ahead and see what we have today. We have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. Today I celebrate my beautiful beating heart. Spread your wings, take up space, remember the miracle of life that you have in this moment, and remember to celebrate love for yourself. Too often we forget to acknowledge where we are, where we come from, and the simple miracle of being alive. Taking the time to honor our existence and to create joy for our beautiful beating heart is important for our grounding. In numerology, the 4 represents stability, like the solid structure of a house. We strengthen the pillars that hold us up when we acknowledge our magic in the present moment. This should be routine for our mental and spiritual health. Reclaim your space. Invite others to join you if you like, or simply enjoy the moment with yourself. This being the Four of Wands, directly after the Three of Wands, a card of new horizons, action, and movement, perhaps this is a good time to also look at your recent feats and accomplishments. This can even mean drinking enough water for the day or taking a few moments for mindfulness. If we can celebrate the small things, the whole of life gets better and more expansive. You are worthy. Upright. When was the last time you celebrated yourself? This practice can be as simple as sitting and reflecting with a heart full of love for yourself, acknowledging your beauty, magic, and worth, or dancing alone in love with the moment. It can also be a full-on gathering with loved ones, or a simple gesture of blowing yourself a kiss in the mirror. Normalize taking up space for honoring yourself. You are allowed to celebrate your life, the turns in your path and the mountains you have climbed, or the fact that you are still here and you're doing your best. Love the moment. What are some ways you can honor and celebrate yourself? What are some loving adjectives you can use to describe yourself? Brainstorm some easy, day-to-day methods for extra love and joy towards yourself, and also some bigger, louder ways to honor you. Reversed. This card reversed is quite the sight. Instead of arms up in the air, you are now floating down the current of a colorful, sun-kissed energy stream. You follow the open butterfly wings and open them as your own. More sun and fire wand energy awaits you on the other side. The wormwood wands also swim with you, their arms reaching out with vibrant life. The flow is clear. You just need to surrender and allow happiness. It's not always easy. I know from personal experience. You can get stuck into pleading ways of being. You easily sow deep paths in your nervous system that can make joy feel very far away. You are not alone. These paths just take reworking. Small exercises of gratitude and grounding in the moment can help us celebrate like the Four of Wands asks us to. Feel free to journal the above questions listed in the upright section, but do so with extra tenderness towards yourself. Treat yourself for taking all the small steps. One deep breath of love for your beautiful self can lead to another. Art symbolism. The rays of color moving from above and below, radiating throughout, are representative of expansive, joyous energy. So you can see them at the top, all around. The power that joy has to flood a physical space is being directed like an orchestra conductor by the figure here. They are nude, completely honest, and in touch with their deepest self. There are no barriers in their celebration or in between the connection they have with themselves. The butterfly wings are symbolic of reaching another chapter of growth. The cocoon has been shed, and you are taking up vibrant space. The rays coming from above are the potent gifts that the universe bestows upon you when you truly believe in your beauty and your worth. The white cloud at the top of the card represents infinite potential, similar to dark cosmic space in this deck, but with the infinite depth of bright, shining light. It's also a connection to your source and a witnessing in communion with your source. The figure is in a relaxed pose and in the midst of dance, displaying mental and material freedom. There is a fierce power in allowing your body to translate your feelings with movement. This freedom and ownership of self-worth is the space your heart needs to move through the world, and it is the love you deserve. So, there were a couple things that jumped out at me, not necessarily, sort of things that I'm taking in today. I'm a little tired, and I think that kind of affects things. The first one I've already forgotten, so maybe I'll remember it in a second. I remember. So when I was reading this, we talk a lot these days about taking care of yourself and self-care and little things, and sometimes it can cross over into self-indulgence, but I think more often we mistake that even if that were true, that's necessary in today's world. It never really sort of hit me more reading that it's like, but why do we see more of that? Because we need it more. Like, we live in a world that's very different than anything that's come before. And that's been true a lot of times in human history, right? But like, this is a pretty significant, like, the world's crazy. So feeling a little crazy, needing a lot of self-care. It's actually normal now, and so it was a good reminder to me that when I have that sort of intrusive thought of like, we can't always be doing this. It's like, yes, we probably need it more than it seems like we do. I mean, the other thing that jumped out at me is the image of the woman. So if you haven't done this, I highly encourage you, but especially when you're feeling good, and maybe when you're not, because maybe it could create this, dancing and then having that pose where you have your arms up to the air, whether it's sort of out like she's doing or straight up, really does feel like you can feel that energy move up your spine and out sort of the top of your head. I mean, it's just, it's a very visceral feeling. It's not a metaphor, you know what I mean? So it was a reminder of that. I did that once. One of the most recent time was maybe even like a year and a half. Like, something had happened that was like a light in the dark, and so I was just like, went into my basement, just like dancing around, and it did that. Just like it was like, you just feel that. So I haven't done it in a long time. So it's not like I've experienced it a lot, but I definitely recommend, like, that's what she's shown here is like a real thing. You know what I mean? It's not just sort of like a metaphor for what she's talking about. So I highly encourage that self-care, even though I'm kind of an asshole. Definitely, yeah, that's what I got out of it, and hopefully you got something out of seeing this card today. And as always, if you would love to share, I'd love to hear it. And I hope you have a good night or morning, and I hope to see you soon.